What if one humble kitchen ingredient could quietly clean your arteries, slash blood sugar, and save your heart? For centuries, it's been used for flavor, but new science shows it may repair aging bodies from the inside out. And the way you prepare it, that changes everything. Take a breath. Imagine your future self whispering, "Thank you for discovering this." In time, by age 60, your body faces a perfect storm: rising blood sugar, stiffening arteries, and silent inflammation quietly stealing vitality. But here's the healing truth. A simple kitchen staple, found in nearly every home, holds the power to fight back. It works because it calms hidden inflammation and restores insulin balance, two silent culprits undermining seniors after 60. Have you felt small signs, heavier legs, slower mornings, that your body's asking for help? Today I'll show you how this ingredient protects your heart, balances blood sugar, and restores energy. Plus, the exact recipe seniors worldwide use to stay strong and independent. 1. The ancient secret of onions, nature's artery cleanser. You may think of onions as nothing more than a kitchen staple, but in the world of senior health, they're quietly earning a new title: nature's artery cleanser. Here's why. Inside every onion is a compound called quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that acts like a gentle sponge, soaking up sticky LDL, cholesterol, and oxidative waste that clog your arteries. It doesn't just clean, it protects your arterial walls from the silent damage of aging. Think of your arteries like flexible garden hoses in youth. Over time, plaque and stiffness turn them into brittle pipes, restricting flow and raising blood pressure. But quercetin helps those hoses regain some of their spring. A 2015 study in Nutrition Journal revealed seniors supplementing with quercetin saw arterial stiffness dropped by 13%, a measurable shift toward youthful circulation. Margaret, 68, felt the difference. Years of sedentary life had left her winded on stairs. At first, she doubted a kitchen fix could matter, but after adding just 1/2 a raw red onion to her lunch salad daily, her cholesterol numbers surprised her doctor. 3 weeks later, her morning walks felt lighter, her legs stronger. This isn't about eating onions by the bagful. It's about one simple daily habit. Add 1/2 a raw red onion to your salad, sandwich, or side dish. You might not notice the change overnight, but over weeks your arteries could grow more supple, your blood flow steadier, and your energy less fleeting. But what about blood sugar? Could this humble bulb also repair insulin resistance, the silent saboteur of senior health? We'll unlock that secret next. 2. Blood sugar reset. How onions fight diabetes. Naturally, most seniors know high blood sugar can damage their heart, eyes, and kidneys, but fewer realize it's a silent process that starts decades earlier, with insulin resistance quietly building inside their cells. Think of insulin as a key meant to unlock your cells so sugar can flow in for energy. In youth, that key turns effortlessly, but after 60, the locks on your cells begin to rust. Sugar stays trapped in the bloodstream like traffic stuck at a red light, damaging arteries, nerves, and organs over time. Here's where onions shine. Their sulfur compounds, especially allyl propyl disulfide, work like tiny locksmiths. They help repair those rusty locks and boost insulin sensitivity, allowing sugar to finally enter your cells where it belongs. A 2010 study in Journal of Medicinal Food found diabetic patients eating 100 grams of onion daily experienced a 40 milligrams per deciliter drop in fasting blood sugar, comparable to some first-line medications. Frank, 72, was skeptical at first. "It's just an onion," he said. But after swapping his evening rice for a fragrant onion stir-fry 5 nights a week, something shifted. Within weeks, his morning glucose levels steadied. The afternoon energy crashes disappeared. Even his sleep improved as nighttime sugar spikes calmed. Try this yourself. Sauté chopped onions in olive oil for dinner at least 5 nights a week. Add them to omelets, stews, or as a warm side for lean protein. You may not feel the change overnight, but over weeks, this one habit helps your body regain control of its sugar balance, quietly reversing the silent damage diabetes inflicts. And inflammation, that's the next enemy onions help us fight. 3. Inflammaging and the onion's hidden anti-inflammatory powers. Have you noticed how small aches and stiffness seem to linger longer after 60? This isn't just aging. It's a phenomenon scientists now call inflammaging. Imagine a low, smoldering fire burning inside your body. You can't see it or feel it directly, but over time, it weakens your joints, your heart, even your brain. What most people don't realize is this inflammation isn't inevitable. It's not just part of getting older. In fact, certain foods can help put out the fire, and onions are one of the simplest. You see, onions contain bioactive compounds like quercetin and sulfur derivatives that act as natural NF-kappa B inhibitors. That's science speak for how they turn off the genetic switches driving chronic inflammation. It's like putting a protective blanket over the fire, stopping it from spreading further. A 2012 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found seniors who consumed onions daily showed 25% lower CRP levels, a key marker of inflammation, compared to non-consumers. Rosa, 66, learned this the hard way. Years of joint pain and fatigue made her believe decline was inevitable. But she tried a simple habit, drinking warm onion-infused broth 3 nights a week. Within a month, her stiffness eased. For the first time in years, she told me, I could get out of bed without feeling 80. Try this yourself. Simmer 1 sliced onion in 2 cups of water for 20 minutes. Sip warm in the evening 3 times a week. Pause for a moment. Are there lingering aches, heavier mornings, slower recovery in your life? Your body may already be whispering for help. But what about raw versus cooked onions? Which is more powerful? The answer may surprise you. 4. Raw or cooked? Which onion heals better? You've probably heard it before. Raw onions are better because cooking kills all the nutrients. But is that really true? Here's what most people don't know. While it's correct that heat reduces some quercetin, the potent antioxidant we talked about earlier, cooking actually preserves and enhances other healing compounds. A 2014 study in food chemistry found that raw onions retained about 25% more quercetin, but lightly cooked onions still improve total antioxidant activity. The sulfur compounds, like allyl sulfides, remain stable during cooking, and some even become easier to absorb. Think of it this way. Raw onions are like sprinters, fast, potent, but intense. Cooked onions are more like marathon runners, gentler, steadier, delivering their benefits over time. Harold, 70, shared his experience. I used to avoid raw onions because they upset my stomach. But once I started sautéing them lightly in olive oil, I noticed my joints felt calmer, and I actually enjoyed the taste. The takeaway? Balance is key. Include raw onions in salads or sandwiches 3 times a week for a quick antioxidant hit. Add lightly cooked onions to soups, stews, and stir-fries 4 to 5 times a week to support long-term heart and blood sugar health. This simple shift ensures you get the best of both worlds, without worrying about what's lost in the pan. And speaking of the pan, wait until you see how one easy onion recipe can transform your morning energy and even your heart health. 5. The heart-saving onion recipe. You can make tonight. We have talked about raw and cooked onions, but what if you could combine their benefits and amplify them with one simple recipe? Meet the onion garlic confit, a Mediterranean-inspired spread that's like an oil change for your arteries. Here's why it works. When onions, garlic, and olive oil come together, they create a trifecta of heart-healthy compounds. Onions bring quercetin and sulfur compounds. Garlic adds allicin, a natural vasodilator that relaxes blood vessels. And olive oil provides polyphenols that protect against oxidative stress. A 2018 study in Circulation Research showed seniors following a Mediterranean diet rich in these foods had a 30% lower risk of heart attacks. Barbara, 74, calls it her morning magic. She spreads a spoonful on whole grain toast every day. Within 6 weeks, her blood pressure eased, her cholesterol improved, and, in her words, I felt lighter, like my heart was finally breathing easier. Here's how to make it. Thinly slice 3 large onions and 6 garlic cloves. Place in a small pot with 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Simmer on low heat for 30 to 40 minutes until soft and golden. Store in a glass jar in the fridge. Use 1 to 2 tablespoons daily as a spread or topping for veggies, fish, or toast. This isn't just a recipe. It's a ritual for protecting your heart and energizing your mornings. But what does all this mean for your future self? Let's zoom out and reflect. Think about it. For years, onions have been sitting quietly in your kitchen. Not flashy, not exotic, just there. Yet science now shows they might hold the keys to calming inflammation, balancing blood sugar, and even protecting your heart. It's easy to dismiss something so simple, but simple habits often have the deepest impact, especially when practiced with care and consistency. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Your morning walks feel lighter, your hands and knees aren't stiff with that old ache, and your doctor smiles, surprised at your improved numbers. That future isn't as far away as it feels. It begins with one small step. So here's my gentle question. Which onion habit could you start today to protect your heart and energy? Maybe it's sipping onion broth a few nights a week, or spreading that heart-saving confit on your morning toast. Whatever it is, start small. Start now. And remember, your future self will thank you. If this resonated, subscribe for more gentle, science-backed ways to heal with food. Your heart deserves it.